can landlords make sudden rent increases? Imagine moving into a new apartment, signing your lease, and then suddenly seeing a big jump in rent just a few months later. That can be confusing and frustrating. So, can landlords do that? Well, it depends on a few important rules. If you are under a fixed-term lease, like a one-year agreement, your landlord cannot raise the rent until that lease ends. The lease will usually say if rent can be increased during the term. If it does not, then the rent stays the same until the lease expires. This gives tenants some stability and predictability. For tenants with a month-to-month agreement, the rules are different. Landlords can increase rent, but they must give written notice first. The notice period varies depending on where you live. In many places, landlords need to give at least 30 to 60 days notice before raising the rent. This gives tenants enough time to prepare or look for other options. Some cities have rent control laws. These laws limit how much rent can be increased each year. For example, a city might say rent can only go up by a certain percentage, like 5% annually. But not all cities have rent control. If there are no such laws, landlords can raise rent by any amount, as long as they follow the proper notice rules. It is important to know that landlords cannot raise rent as a way to punish tenants. This is called retaliation and is illegal. For example, if a tenant reports unsafe conditions, the landlord cannot respond by suddenly increasing rent. Tenants who believe they are being unfairly targeted can seek legal help. Local laws can also add extra protections. For example, some cities like Chicago have specific rules about how often and how much rent can be increased. These laws might requiring longer notice periods or other safeguards. Understanding these rules is key when signing a lease or trying to secure a rental property. Landlords need to follow the laws to avoid legal trouble. Tenants should know their rights so they are not caught off guard by sudden rent hikes. Being aware of lease terms and local regulations helps keep the rental process fair for everyone.